Lots of glass, but nowhere to display it. The House Invaders are on the case on BBC One in half an hour.
Hello, today I'm working with a 6-foot banana. Any idea where I might be?
We won't be needing the banana, but I am spending the day with the king of props, getting things ready for one of the biggest parties in town.
It's not very nice. It's meant to be Miami, minimal. Looks a bit more like Macklins or Heidi-Ho.
It's a bash for Barbara Windsor, and we'll be meeting a host of stars.
She's still a character, and she still makes people laugh, and she's still in, like, the most successful soap, all at the same time with a history like that.
There's some singing.
And they've even roped Keith Chegwin in to help out.
It's hell being a megastar.
We've had many tears and laughs in the dressing rooms, and I think she really deserves this.
But does she deserve this?
It used to be great! He's in my favourite Haddock mushy tea!
But Paul Hender's back home cooking up a storm with the woman behind the TV chefs.
Can I name drop?
Yes.
Gary Rhodes, Anthony Worrell-Thompson, James Martin, and I've worked alongside Delia Smith.
I'm in an Aladdin's cave in the bowels of the BBC. Here you can get anything from a Mr. Blobby to a straw donkey.
So, Bob, here we are in this wonderland. Tell me what this is, really.
Well, this is the BBC's prop stores, and it's all our production bars. It's our little lifeline, so we can come down here for our last-minute requests for all the programmes, and we treat it like a supermarket. We take our supermarket trolley and we walk around, and we want cocktail glasses, cuddly toys, Terry Wogans, And it's our lifeline, because it's open 7 days a week.
So, for example, this donkey, I mean, what did this ever...
This was made, I had this made for the French and Saunders special about a couple of years ago. It was, Dawn French was coming back from a holiday in Spain, and she dragged this through the front door, and it goes out, I think it's been a big star of children's BBC ever since.
And do you ever get requests so outlandish that you think, my goodness, I'll never be able to provide that?
Well, the other week I was doing a Cilla Black show, and all of a sudden the producer rang up and said, I want a 9-foot pineapple that Cilla Black can burst out of. And you think, oh, my God. And that was for, this was on the Thursday, and he wanted it for the Saturday, so I had to have that commissioned, and we had that made.
And you've got someone to make it in time?
Yes, indeed.
Oh, my goodness.
A wonderful array of phones.
An Apple phone? Is this a phone?
Yes, and got the pizza phone. We've got the lovely, the old Globe of the World. These were all bought for the lovely old Noel's House Party series a couple of years ago.
Oh, because he had a crazy phone every week, didn't he?
Every week, that's right.
Yeah.
So we gathered quite a little store cupboard of those.
I think I was once a guest on that show when he had the banana phone.
And when asked, did he do anything nice with it for you, no?
I think he laughed at me. In fact, I had to sing and with Frank LeBeouf.
Oh, that's right,
And Frank LeBeouf, unfortunately, could really sing, and I really couldn't, and Noel stuffed a whole load of tissue paper in his ears when I was singing. It was really terrible. Maybe this time next week you'll be coming home, or not as the case may be.
Are they still singing?
I'm sure there's a few bits, Danny, you might recognise off your set.
Yes, I remember from the old Vanessa show there. I've just passed my obelisk.
That's right, there's your pictures off your lovely walls.
Absolutely.
Oh, here we go, here we go. Good morning, Bob Warrens. Oh, it's Watchdog. Right. What's my deadline? Okay, well, I've got a very good assistant this morning, so I'm going to get her cracking. So we'll put it in the studio for you within the hour, okay? Bye-bye, love, bye-bye. Right, that was Watchdog.
Right.
And they're doing an item on fast food on tonight's programme. So they want lots of jokey stuff, sort of larger-than-life hamburgers, hot dogs.
Tell me, how does this stuff actually get? I mean, where does anyone find, for example, a giant egg? You don't see it just knocking around in John Lewis or wherever, do you?
Well, over the years, this was all probably specially made for various programmes over the years, and it ends up down here in the basement, and then other programmes like Blue Peter or Children's BBC, the shows that don't have much money, they can come down here and take their pick.
Delicious plastic fruit.
Not bad,
So this is
it?
all very healthy. Where's the fast food
Well, here we
section?
go. What about, there's a nice little larger-than-life, how about that?
Oh, that's
Could you
nice.
manage that for lunch?
Not anymore.
Not
I used to
anymore.
be able to. Not anymore. So that goes in my trolley.
Yes, and then we've got a nice tray of hamburgers there.
Yes. Oh, delicious.
They're not bad, are
No,
they? All made out
fantastic.
of polystyrene.
Oh, this is an extremely heavy and delicious-looking one. Made of
It's all plastic
Plastic.
and rubber.
just plastic
No,
and rubber.
would you believe there's a company in London that just makes replica foods? And
No.
That's all they do.
Well, that goes a fast food, you
I
think?
don't think... What do you think?
Well, might as well
Yes,
put
put
it
it
in the trolley.
in.
Put it in the trolley.
I'm off to deliver the pretend food to the right studio, while Hendy's been concentrating on real TV food.
Here's some ingredients for you. Take a large portion of personality, a sprinkling of good looks, mixed together with 2 teaspoons of sparkling repartee. Finish it off with a dollop of cheese. What have you got? TV chefs. Let's see if the menu whets your appetite. For starters, back in 1937, a man called Marcel Boustin was the first on-screen chef. And then, in the 1950s, a lady came along who was to really put cooking on the TV map. Her name was Fanny.
There's your gin, darling.
Oh, thank you, my love. Must you give me away?
First appearing in 1955, Fanny and her sidekick husband, Johnny Craddock, made a huge impact with their formal yet feisty cooking style.
Let's have something a little better than usual and use real thought.
They may never have had a cookery lesson in their lives, but TV made them stars. When they cooked in the Albert Hall, it was packed out.
No, Johnny, not at the Albert Hall.
Moving on to the next course now. Each decade throws up a different celebrity chef. The 50s and 60s had Fanny, the 70s had the Galloping Gourmet, and the 80s had the doyen of down-to-earth cuisine. One name, Delia.
Well, first of all,
Delia, the nation's favourite, started on TV in 1978. She's the guru of back-to-basics cookery and has unashamedly taught us how to make toast and boil eggs.
That builds up inside it as the heat gets into the egg, and that can cause it to crack. So the way to remedy that is to take a pin and just make a pin prick in the top, like that.
Times have changed and chefs have gone from bow ties to bandanas, and all of a sudden cooking is the new rock and roll. A typical week's television can offer up a choice of 12 cookery programmes and more than 20 celebrity chefs cooking squidding, pasta and Moroccan lamb tagines. But even the best chefs can't do it all on their own. With dozens of dishes to prepare, they do resort to a little help behind the scenes. Now, the person who does that is called a food stylist. And that's exactly what Anne Stirk is. Hello, Anne.
Hello there.
So what is a food stylist?
Well, a food stylist, very simply, is somebody who works behind the scenes in television food, getting everything ready for the cook or the chef. And you might be working in a studio or out on location, but it's not just the food, it's all the props, it's all the equipment, it's all the bits and pieces, the set dressing, and often helping with recipe development as well.
What are we making here?
Well, I thought we'd just make a little salad, a little warm salad. I'm going to sizzle off in the griddle pan some salmon and serve it on a bed of lovely crispy salad with herbs.
Lovely. What can I do?
Right, you can start with the garlic.
So who have you worked with then?
Ooh, can I name drop?
Yes.
Gary Rhodes, Brian Turner, Ken Hom, Leslie Waters, Anthony Worrell Thompson, James Martin, and I've worked alongside Delia Smith. She was in the same room as me.
You've worked with legends. What makes a good TV chef?
I think probably what makes a good TV chef is somebody who's got a real passion for their food. Yes, television needs personality, and we've got some great personalities in our celebrity chefs, but I think it's somebody where the passion for their food really comes through whatever they're doing.
So don't you mind that they get all the fame and all the money and you're just in the background?
Oh, the money, I always forget about that, you see. But no, I'm often asked that, and really I get a huge amount of satisfaction from the job, and I know it probably sounds silly, but when I've set something up and it works like clockwork from beginning to end, and the dish looks fantastic, and you've had a screen full of ingredients, you know, luscious herbs and plump fat lemons and nice cloves of garlic just whizzing through the screen, that gives me an enormous amount of satisfaction.
But are we becoming the can't cook, won't cook generation? Surveys tell us on average we're only spending 11 minutes each day preparing food in the kitchen, but spend 3.5 hours in front of the box. More time to watch all those talented TV chefs. Do you think I'd make a good TV chef?
It's one thing, Paul.
Oh.
Can't take the drink.
Back at the BBC, it's time for me to deliver the Watchdog props to the right studio. Sounds easy enough, but there are dozens of studios and hundreds of walkways. So where is it?
Studio 2?
That way.
Somewhere down there? Okay. Excuse me, madam, Studio 2? No idea. Do you work here at the BBC?
Yes.
You've got no idea where Studio 2 is. There's not only me. I'm not the only person who doesn't know where it is. Okay, fine. Hi. Studio 2?
Well, actually, it should be the next one.
Where should it be?
It should be the next one.
Do you work here? Yeah. Every day of your life? You've got no idea where it is. Okay, so it's not just me, is it? No. I'm totally wedged in here.